Okay, good morning guys. It is about 1:30 in the morning. We're playing Help Clint Relax. Clint's played quite a few games already tonight, but this is the last of April 17th, 1956. We're sort of going to change my rules a little bit. I'm going to play the entire month of April in Digital Diamond in 1929. I'm going to play the entire month of April of 1956 in MP3. This way I don't go completely stark raving mad from trying to figure out who's where and how and what's going on. This will be a whole lot easier. And then you may or may not see it within the next 4 months afterwards. We'll keep playing a month at a time on each game, and that might help out just a little bit. This will stretch out a little bit more than 2 years, unfortunately. I do apologize. Then again, I don't, because I do enjoy doing the games, so this is such a fun time. And we are going to be doing the Pittsburgh Pirates at the New York Giants tonight. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, we will bring up, as I always do, bring up the starting lineups to make sure that everybody is there. And I validate whether they're being used. These guys are not there. They were not on the opening day roster. So, coming up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Johnny O'Brien. He'll be playing second base. Dick Grote will be playing third. Roberto Clemente's over at right field. Frank Thomas is playing left. Dale Long is playing first base. Gene Freeze is playing third base. Bobby Del Greco is our center fielder. Danny Kravitz is the catcher. Bob Friend is the pitcher. We'll discuss batting averages and stuff like that. We're going to look at the 1955 averages because that is when, if these players were not rookies, that is when that's how if you remember, the old time announcers used to announce start the opening day because you let them know how they did the previous year. For the New York Giants, Don Mueller will be starting at right field. Al Dark is at short. Willie Mays is in center. Dusty Rhodes, the hero of the 1954 World Series for the New York Giants, will be playing left field. Hank Thompson's over in third. Darrell Spencer will be playing second base. Gale Harris will be playing first. Bobby Thompson, by the way, is over with the Milwaukee Braves at this time. Wes Restrom will be playing catcher, and Johnny Antonelli is the pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. And yes, we will use what we have because that is how it was played back then. And Johnny Antonelli is the pitcher. Johnny O'Brien is our batter for the 1956 Pirates. We will look at their 1955 records if I get around to it. And for anybody's interest, in the actual game, it was the Giants 4, Pittsburgh's 3. I guarantee nothing. I just threw a Chicago-Milwaukee game. Joe Adcock hit 3 home runs, including the game tire in the 9th. And the game winner in the 11th, as the Milwaukee Braves came from about 4-0 deficit to win 7-6 in 11 innings. In NP3, I love this game. I'm starting to like it more and more and more. So as it keeps going on, if they would lower the prices, I'd be happy. Be even happier. It'd be an awful cute, cool thing to be able to have. Although I would definitely be the first guy in line to grab more of this game. Anyway, let's go look at 1955. And we are going to look at the Pittsburgh Pirates first. There we go. Because like I said, this is how they did it back then. Pittsburgh in 1959 finished dead last in the National League. They were 60-94 in their whole 154 games. Fred Haney was the manager. Branch Rickey, of course, is the general manager here. And Ed O'Brien, Johnny O'Brien actually, Johnny O'Brien was not there in that year. So we're going to take that and just throw it out. Pick on it. Okay, here we go. Here is the first pitch. And here we go. You know I roll my own dice. Here we go. And Johnny Antonelli walks the first batter of the game. We are playing at the Polo Grounds in New York. You know the left and right field lines are very, very short. Center field, it takes a mile. Dick Grote's our batter in this new season. He's 42 going to him, and he flies out to right field over to Mueller, and we have one down. John O'Brien is on first. Roberto Clemente is our batter. Here's the pitch for Roberto Clemente. A 33. He's playing right field today. And he has got a chance at doing something great. He did. He smacks a double out, tours over the first base head, goes over Gale Harris's head, and he out towards the line. Bounce, makes an angle bounce off that wall. Mueller couldn't grab it in time. Roberto Clemente is on second. Johnny O'Brien scores. We have a 1-0 lead already. And due up here is Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas shoots a 13. Roberto Clemente's on second. And Roberto Clemente is trying to steal third. Gets caught on a 2-5 throw. A great throw by the catcher, Wes Westrom. Clemente is out. That's 2 down. Thomas is still up to bat. Not sure what the Pirates were thinking. And here is the pitch. And Frank Thomas flies out to Mueller in right field. And we have 1 down. And we have 3 away at the top of the first inning. It is 1 run on 2 hits for the Pirates. 1 run on 1 hit, a double. And a stolen base, a caught stealing. Very rare thing. Coming up to bat for the New York Giants is Don Mueller. He is our right fielder. Bob Friend is the pitcher. Here is the pitch. It's a 23, and Mueller slaps one out to the shortstop. Grote fires over too long, and we have 1 away. Alvin Dark is shortstop. Here is the pitch. It's a 32, and he hits one out to John O'Brien. Brian flips it over to long. We have 2 away. 2 ground ball outs for Bob Friend today. He is definitely on this game with sinkers. Here's the pitch to Willie Mays. Willie Mays playing center field today. And it's a 21. Willie Mays hits a long fly ball out towards Thomas. Heads out towards the left center field area, and he grabs it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bob Friend. We're going into the top of the second inning. Johnny Antonelli is up as pitching. Dale Long is up. Dale Long does own the Major League record for most consecutive games with a home run, or he did back then, 8. Here's the pitch. It's a 24. And Antonelli strikes him out on a beautiful curveball. Gene Freeze is our man. We're going to take a quick sec here. Hold on, I can do something. Hi, yes I can. I caught this last time. There we go, the league, Major League. Schedule. Hang on, guys. Something just clicked into my head. What little is left of it. Okay, the pitch complete games. They don't have the pitch count in this one here. Okay, kind of tricky. All right, it was worth looking for. This is one of those games I'm not going to find much in it, so we'll go from there. Gene Freeze is our batter. He's playing third base today for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here is the pitch. It's a 33. And Gene Freeze signals out towards right field. Called in by Mueller, and Gene Freeze takes first base. He is the second Pirate hit. Bobby Del Greco is our batter, our center fielder. Today he's playing the deep part of the ballpark. Here is the pitch. It's an 11. That is never good for anybody when you see this little sign pop up. Here is the throw. Here is the pitch. And Bobby Del Greco smacks a double over the first base line. Mueller decides he's going to play the angle this time. Hits right into his glove, but Del Greco does take second. Freeze holds on to third. And we have 1 down, and the 49ers. Yeah, okay. The Giants are going to be in the... Our infield's going to be in. Danny Kravitz is the batter. There is 1 down. Here is the pitch. It's a 56. Possible error coming out of here. Hang on. Did not get it. Bobby Kravitz flies out, pops out to the shortstop, holding the runners over on the right side of the infield. And the pitcher, Bob Friend, is up. Bob Friend has a decent butt stage. He is considered a grade A pitcher. He did have a slugging percentage of 216, which tells he may have hit a home run. Here is the pitch. It's a 42. And he flies out to Mueller in right field for the 3rd out of the inning at the end of 1.5. It is the Pittsburgh Pirates 1, the New York Giants 0. Due up is Dusty Rhodes, Thompson, and Spencer. Here is the pitch to Dusty Rhodes from Bob Friend in the bottom of the 2nd inning. It is a 16. And Dusty Rhodes hits one to the shortstop. Grote fires over again. Too long for the out, and that is 1 down. Hank Thompson's our batter, third baseman, coming for the Giants. Here is the pitch. It's a 24. And Bob Friend strikes him out right down the pike. He had it set up. 2 down in our inning. That is Bob Friend's first strikeout of the game. Darrell Spencer, the second baseman today, is up. Here's the pitch. It's an 11. Again, as I've always said, that is never good. And it's a 31. And possibility we can get it down to a double. Right now it's looking right. It's heading up towards the wall. And it hits the top of the wall and bounces back in. Oh, I take that back. It bounced out. It's a home run for Darryl Spencer. We have a 1-1 tie in the game now on a home run by Darryl Spencer. Coming up to bat is Gale Harris, the first baseman. This is his first time up. I think Bobby Thompson was running for the longest time. Here is the pitch to Harris. It's a 34. Possible error coming up in our little game here. And Harris flies out towards left center field, which is basically Death Valley. And Bobby Del Greco scarfs it in, and we have 3 away. But not before the New York Giants scored a run on a solo home run. At the end of 2 innings, it is 1-1. Coming up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Johnny O'Brien, Dick Rote, Roberto Clemente. Johnny O'Brien, his first time up, he walked and scored the lone Pittsburgh run on a Roberto Clemente double. Here's the pitch to O'Brien. A 42, and he hits it out towards right field. Mueller's getting very busy today, and it is a out. Nice simple catch for Mueller. Dick Rote, our shortstop, he flew out to Mueller in the first inning. Here's the pitch. It's a 24, and Dick Rote decides flat out head out towards left field, and Dusty Rose is parked underneath that ball and grabs it. The wind is in a little bit. Home runs are very easy to fly. They are very easy to fly because they are short porches on the left and the right field side if you drag it down the line. Roberto Clemente's up, hit a double in the first inning, and was caught stealing. Here's the pitch. It's a 14, and Roberto Clemente also sends it out towards Dusty Rhodes as he gets another lazy fly ball, and he does make the catch. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. Coming up to bat for the New York Giants is Wes Westrom, Johnny Antonelli, and Mueller. Here is the pitch to Westrom. It's a 26. Wes Westrom slaps out, hits over towards the right side of the infield. Grote reaches out, grabs the ball, fires over too long, and we have the out. Johnny Antonelli is our pitcher. Looks like he had a 292 slugging average, but he only had an on-base percentage of 176, so he didn't hit many. He is eligible for a home run. Here's the pitch. 63, and he hits it out to the third baseman. Gene Freeze. Freeze fires over across the diamond over too long, and it is 2 away. Coming up to bat now is Don Mueller, first time out. Don Mueller grounded out to Dick Rote in the top in the first inning. Here's the pitch. It's a 26. And Mueller fires out again to Dick Rote. Dick Rote fires over too long, and it's turning into a simple little session over here. That's 3 down. There have been so far 1, 2, 3, 4 ground balls to Dick Rote so far this game. So John Antonelli is also on his game. Coming up to bat is Frank Thomas for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Johnny Antonelli has 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Here we go. Here's the pitch. And Frank Thomas grounds out to the shortstop, Alvin Dark. Alvin Dark gets it over to Gale Harris for the out. We have 1 down in the top of the 4th inning. Dale Long, first baseman for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here is the pitch. It's a 52. And Dale Long hits towards third, hits down the line. Thompson scarfs it up, fires out to Harris, and we have 2 down in the top of the 4th inning on a very ground ballish type game going tonight. Gene Freeze is our batter. Here is the pitch. It's a 25. And Gene Freeze swings up, just pops it out over Alvin Dark's head, drops in front. Dusty Rhodes picks up, fires into second base. Gene Freeze is held to a single. That is the Pittsburgh Pirates' 4th hit of the game. They have left 2 runners on. Bobby Del Greco's our batter. The first time up, he doubled, moving. That's the Freeze's 2nd hit, by the way, of the game. Bobby Del Greco, though, is doubled him over to third the first time up. And here is the pitch to Del Greco. It's a 52. And Del Greco hits it towards third base, towards our third baseman Thompson. Thompson gets out to the easy out to second base, and it's fielder's choice 5-4. at the end of 3.5 bases. The Pittsburgh Pirates won. The Giants won. Bob Friend is on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up to bat is Alvin Dark. Alvin Dark first time up, grounded out to our second baseman, Johnny O'Brien, and here's the pitch to Dark. It's a 65. Possible error coming up, gang. And Alvin Dark hits a high towering foul ball. It's heading out to the foul area over on third base side. Thompson's looking up at it, and he gets it. One down. Or not Thompson, I take that back. I'm looking at the wrong team. It's Gene Freeze. Willie Mays is coming up to bat. Last time he flew out to the left fielder, Frank Thomas. Here is the pitch to Willie Mays. It's a 12. Possible. He's got a possible error looking his way. And it is an error. Willie Mays singles out to center field. Ball comes throwing it in. Shoots past the second baseman. Center fielder did fire it in. Missed. Bobby Del Greco threw a very poor throw over the head of Johnny O'Brien, and Willie Mays will take second base on the throwing error. So we have Willie Mays on second base on an error and a base hit. Dusty Rhodes is our batter. Dusty Rhodes will first time up. Dusty Rhodes grounded out to the shortstop for his first time up. Here is the pitch to Rhodes. It's a 21. And Dusty Rhodes heads out towards Frank Thomas. Sorry about that, guys. Heads out towards Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas catches it. Really easy. Very simple catch. Out in left field. It was clean and good. We have two down in the bottom of the fourth inning on a 1-1 tie ball game. Hank Thompson is up. First time up. Hank Thompson struck out. Here is the pitch. It's a 36. And Hank Thompson hits a high fly pop-up in the infield, going towards the right field side. Dick Grote calls everybody out of the way, and he gets it 3 away at the end of 4 innings. It is a 1-1 ball game for the Giants. That was a single, but it had an error, so they did not count as a hit. It was an error on the second. It was an error anyway, 2-base error. So the scorekeeper has come back out, changed it to a 2-base error. Actually now it's going to be a poor catch. They're saying that he dropped the ball. It was quite a ways out there in center field. I couldn't see it very well. I apologize, guys. And coming to bat is Danny Kravitz for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here is the pitch. It's a 61. And Danny Kravitz hits it out towards Dark. Dark's able to grab it up off his left side of his glove. Fires it out over to Harris, and we have 1 down. Bob Friend will be our batter now. Bob Friend flew out to the right fielder in the second inning. Here is the pitch. It's an 11. And Bob Friend slots out over the right field side. Picked up by Miller. He will stay on first base. Due up is Johnny O'Brien. We are in the 5th inning here of a wonderful game. There is 1 down, and Johnny O'Brien is going to see if we can get a hit out of him. Here's the pitch. It's a 44. Johnny O'Brien hits it over towards third base on a nice soft ground ball. Bob Friend is heading out, and the throw ends up going to first base, the only place you can get the out, so it's considered 5-3. Bob Friend takes second base, and there are 2 down. Dick Grote is coming up to bat. Last time out, he flew out to left field. We have 2 down in a 1-1 tie ball game. Here is the pitch. It's a 53. And Dick Gross, ball's heading out towards second base, goes in between the legs of Spencer. Dick Gross is heading towards second base. Bob Friend is heading towards home. And he scores. And Dick Gross takes second on a 2-base error by Spencer of the Giants. It is now a 2-1 ball game for the Pirates. Spencer gets the error. That will be an unearned run for Johnny Antonelli. It is 2-1, 2 out. Coming up to bat is Roberto Clemente. The Pirates are still alive in this 5th inning. They have a runner on second. Here is the pitch to Clemente. It's a 63. And Clemente hits a deep fly ball out towards Death Valley. Heading out towards is Willie Mays. Willie Mays makes the catch, and we have 3 down, but the damage has been done. Antonelli is going into the dugout fuming about a simple error went right between the cricket legs. You'd think you were playing croquet. Went right through the legs. And coming up to bat is Daryl Spencer. They're hoping he can make this up. We have a 2-1 game. Here is the pitch by Bob Friend to Daryl Spencer. It's a 53. And he's also and somebody returned the favor. Johnny O'Brien dropped the ball, tried to throw it over to first base, and Spencer is on with the error. It's the second error of the game for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up to bat is Gale Harris, first time up. Gale Harris flew out to the center fielder. Bobby Del Greco, here is the pitch. It's a 65. Possible error coming out in this one here. Not going to happen, and Harris hits a pop-up foul heading out towards the backstop, and Kravitz catches it. Daryl Spencer stays on first. Wes Russell's coming up to bat. The last time up, he grounded out to the shortstop. Here is the pitch. It's a 65. Another possible error. Not going to happen, and he hits a weak pop-up to our catcher, Kravitz, who was able to throw the basket away, able to head out towards the right side, and catches it. Johnny Antonelli is the batter. It is a 2-1 game here. We're going to let him stay in the game. Here is the pitch to Antonelli. It's a 42. And Antonelli strikes out. Johnny Antonelli struck out in the bottom of the 15th to end the inning. At the end of 5, it is a 2-1 game for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Frank Thompson, Dale Long, and Gene Freeze. Frank Thomas is 0 for 2 today. Last time up, he did ground out. Here is the pitch to Thomas. It's 12. Chance for a possible error. And Thomas hits it to the second baseman. Spencer is able to hold on to it this time. Fires over to Harris for the out. We have one down. Coming up to bat is Dale Long. Dale Long is 0 for 2 also. He has struck out. He is Antonelli's only strikeout of the game. Here is the pitch. It's a 56. And he has struck out for the second time in the game on a wonderful, wonderful curveball. Gene Freeze is up. Gene Freeze is 2 for 2 today. Last time up, he hit a single. And I believe he hit a single in the first inning. He has 2 of the Pirates' 5 hits. Here's the pitch. It's a 63. And Gene Freeze hits a lazy fly ball out towards Dusty Rhodes, who was able to grab this real quick, cast his eye on it. There's the catch. At the end of 5.5 innings, it's a 2-1 game. The Pirates over the New York Giants. Due up for the New York Giants is Don Mueller, Alvin Dark, Willie Mays. Bob Friend is on the mound. He has thrown a 1-hitter so far. Only hit up was the home run to Spencer in the second inning. Coming up to bat, Don Mueller, he is 0 for 2. Last time out, he grounded out to our shortstop, Dick Grote. Here's the pitch. It is a 34. And Don Mueller sends one out to Roberto Clemente in right field. A high fly ball. Clemente's able to snag it down and track it down. He makes the catch. There is one down. Al Dark is also 0 for 2 today. Last time out, he fouled out to the third baseman, Gene Freeze, and here is the pitch. It's a 13. That's a strike called on Alvin Dark. And another one. And Bob Friend is painting corners right now. Here's the pitch. 63. And Alvin Dark hits a line drive shot out to Clemente, coming right at him. Clemente's waiting for it. There it is. And there is 2 down. Due up is Willie Mays. Willie Mays flew out to Roberto Clemente's last time out. Actually, I take that back. Willie Mays reached on a 2-base error and could not score by Roberto Clemente on a poor catch. Here is the pitch. 33. And Willie Mays this time doubles over the third base side as it climbs over towards Gene Freeze, heads out towards the foul line, hits the wall. Thomas is able to scarf it up. Willie Mays is able to, with his speed, take second base, and we have a run. We have the second hit of the game for the Giants. Runner on second. There are 2 down. Coach bat is Dusty Rhodes, and here is the pitch. It's a 35, and Dusty Rhodes hits a bouncer. You could think it was a Baltimore chop to the catcher, Kravitz fires over to first base, and he is out. At the end of 6 innings, it is 2-1 Pirates. That's the second strand of time for Willie Mays. We're going into the top of the 7th inning. Bobby Del Greco, Kravitz, and Bob Friend will be the batters. In a tight 2-1 game, the Pirates are leading. It's a well-played game going on here. 2 errors by the Pirates, 1 by the Giants, though. Here is the pitcher. Here is the pitch. It's a 62. And Johnny Antonelli gets his 3rd strikeout. He 5 strikes out Bobby Del Greco in the top of the 7th inning. Danny Kravitz is 0 for 2 today, last time up. He grounded out to our shortstop, Al Dark. Here's the pitch. It's a 34. Possible error coming up for Danny Kravitz. It's a 12, and that means it is an error. A ground ball over towards Dark. Dark fires it over to Harris, and it gets away from Harris. The throw was wild, and it's an error on Alvin Dark. It's the 2nd error of the game for the New York Giants. We have a runner on first, then Danny Kravitz. Bob Friend is up. We have 1 away. And Bob Friend is going to try to see if he can try to bunt the runner aboard. He is 1 for 2, though, today, and has scored 1 of the Pittsburgh runs. Here's the pitch. It's a 66. And we have an outside chance here for Bob Friend. This is going to change real quick. Bob Friend does get a sacrifice bunt, moves Kravitz over, and he is out on it. It went bunt over to 3rd base, went over to... Okay, this didn't go right. Look at this. Run on first to 2nd, batter out 5-4. This should be batter out 5-3. Sorry about that, guys. Wrong way. All right, that obviously was a mistake. Coming up to bat is Johnny O'Brien. Johnny O'Brien's 0 for 2 today. There are 2 down. Runner on 2nd. Here's the pitch. It's a 35. And Antonelli strikes out O'Brien. That ends the top of the 7th inning in a 2-1 ball game. For the Pirates, it's 2-5-2. For the Giants, it is 1-2-2. This has been a well-played game today. Coming up to bat for the New York Giants is Hank Thompson, Spencer, and Gil Harris. And here we go with our pitch. Here is Hank Thompson. Bob Friend is on the mound. Here is the pitch. It's a 52. And Thompson slaps it out to third base. Gene Freeze has it there on the line. Throws over to long. We have 1 away. Darryl Spencer has the lone Giants run. He hit a home run in the 2nd inning. Last time up, he got reached on an error by the 2nd baseman on one that just went right through the legs. Here is the pitch. It's a 43. And Spencer pops it out towards Friend. Friend has the bounce, gets the bounce on the first strike, fires over the long. We have 2 down. Gil Harris is 0 for 2 today. Last time up, he fouled out to the catcher, Danny Kravitz. Here is the pitch. It's a 25. And Bob Friend hits him. Gil Harris is walking very slowly down to first base. There is no words. It's part of the game back in 1956. There was no argument, no fights. And Harris just takes it, gets over to first base. First base coach, they call a timeout. First base coach is looking at him, and he seems to be all right. Coming up to bat is Dick Grote. Dick Grote is 0 for 2 today. Last time up, he reached on a 2-base error when it went right through the legs of Spencer. Here is the pitch. It's a 55. And oh God, okay. Dick Grote hits out to left center field for a base hit. Runner runs around second base. Going to try for 3rd, and with it being hurt and everything else, Harris is trying to, or Westrom hits the single. Sorry about that. Westrom hits the single to left center field. Harris is trying to make it around the corner to get over to third base, and Clemente fires it into the third baseman on a 1-hop, waiting for him with the ball. Spencer didn't have it, or Harris didn't have a chance. The ball is already waiting there for him, and is 3 away on a fine assist by Roberto Clemente to the third baseman, Gene Freeze, and it's 3 away. We are going into the top of the 8th of a marvelous 2-1 ball game. Coming up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Dick Grote, Roberto Clemente, and Frank Thomas. I take it back. I do apologize, folks. Sometimes reading this stuff is hard. I'm not going to lie. Okay. And it's also quarter to 2 in the morning, and this game's actually going quite quick. Here we go. Dick Groden is the batter. Here's the pitch. It's a 35. And Johnny Antonelli strikes him out. Roberto Clemente is up to bat. He is 1 for 3 today. Last time up, if I can find it, he flew out to the right. Looks like he flew out to the right, to the center fielder. And here's the pitch. It's a 52. And Roberto Clemente hits it out to third base. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson gets it over towards Harris. Harris digs it out of the ground. Nice play. And we have 2 down to get the speed of Roberto Clemente. Frank Thomas is 0 for 3. Last time up, he grounded out to our second baseman, Spencer. Here is the pitch. It's a 66. And here's a chance. Johnny Antonelli's got a chance to do this. So far, not good. And Frank Thomas hits it out over the Ballantine beer sign that's sitting out over there in the right field porch. And it's a home run for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The score now is 3-1 Pittsburgh on a home run by Frank Thomas. That is, and we're going to check the box score real quick. That is the first home run for the Pirates today. And we have a 3-1 game. Coming to bat is Dale Long. Here is the pitch to Long. It is a 14. And Dale Long flies out to our left fielder, Dusty Rhodes. We're at the end of 7.5 innings. It's Pittsburgh 3, the Giants 1. Due up to bat is Antonelli, which at this stage of the game will be a pinch hitter. Don Mueller and Alvin Dark. I need to go check into the game itself to see if this actually happened. And if I can, that way there I am limited by who I'm going to choose for the pinch hitter. And Johnny Antonelli and Bob Friend both drew complete games in this game. Here he did give up 3 runs for real. Like I said, the Giants won it 4-3 the last time out. In for real. So, but we are still going to bring in a pinch hitter. One thing we can do. Bob Friend is our right-handed pitcher, I believe. Yes, he is. Throws right. There we go. Okay. We got a few players in here who can hit. And there's a good choice right off the bat. Whitey Lockman, though he's a left-handed hitter. Whitey Lockman will be pinch hitting for Johnny Antonelli. Whitey Lockman's in a right-handed hitter. Johnny Antonelli pitched a brilliant game. He's going to for the Giants. Here is the pitch to Lockman. It's a 52. And Whitey Lockman hits it out to Gene Freeze. He's able to get it up there, fire it out over to Dale Long. We do have 1 down at the bottom of the 8th inning. Due up is Don Mueller. Don Mueller is 0 for 3 today. The last time out, he flew out to Roberto Clemente in the 6th. Here is the pitch. It's a 63. And Don Mueller hits a line drive out to Roberto Clemente this time, and he is able to snap it up real quick. There is 2 down as Roberto Clemente was running to the line drive to make the catch. It's one way to do it. Al Dark is our batter in the bottom of the 8th inning on a 3-1 game. Bob Friend is pitching brilliantly. Here's the pitch. It's a 46. And Al Dark hits it to Gene Freeze. It gets hops over the third base line. Hops over the third base bag. Gene Freeze able to snare it down and fire it out to Dale Long. There is 3 down. And there is a future, probably a possible future ball player in one of our league. I think he's in the 56th league. He might be looking at this game when he gets to see the highlight reels, and he may turn into such a third baseman himself. We will call him Brooks Robinson. Maybe learning from the game. Due up for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the top of the 9th is the same Gene Freeze, Bobby Del Greco, and Danny Kravitz. We are in a 3-1 game, top of the 9th. Here's the pitch. It's a 33 to Gene Freeze. Whoop, no, he's not the pitcher. I take that back. I need to find a reliever. Okay, I take that back. It's going to be a rethrow, guys. Sorry about that. I need to go to the Giants real quick. And for the New York Giants, see who pitched relief for the New York Giants. I had Hoyt Wilhelm back then. On a 3-1 game, now we've got 5 other ones. We've got Ridzik, Grissom, McCall, and Littlefield. And McCall wasn't there at the time, so he's going to be different. Neither was Littlefield. Okay, here we go. Steve Ridzik, Wendy McCall will be coming in to throw. He's the new pitcher in the 9th inning. And here is the pitch then to 34. And that does change it quite a bit. That's okay. It happens. I always allow reflies. And it's flying out towards Willie Mays. Willie Mays is waiting for it. There is one down. I do believe in being fair. It's my mistake. I caught it before I wrote the number down. So, even after I threw the game, I recalled it before I typed it in. It counts. Here is the pitch to Bobby Del Greco. It's a 52. And Bobby Del Greco hits it out towards third base. Thompson's able to pick it up. Gets it over there to Harris on one hop. And we have 2 down. Wyndham McCall is throwing for the New York Giants at this time. Danny Kravitz is up to bat. He is the catcher for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. It's a 53. And Danny Kravitz, a third base line heads out over towards third base. Thompson cannot get the ball. He drops the ball trying to get out there. It is an error on the New York Giants. Danny Kravitz is on. Bob Friend is the pitcher. He is up now. He is going to bat because he is going to try for the complete game. He is 1 for 2 today, by the way, believe it or not. Here is the pitch. And he scored a run. It's 31 for Bob Friend. And Wyndham McCall strikes him out. That is the end of the 9th inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates. At the end of 8.5, it is 3-1. Coming up for the last of the 9th inning to hope for the Giants is Willie Mays, Dusty Rhodes, and Mr. Thompson. Willie Mays today is 1 for 3. He has a double. He has reached down an error. Here's the pitch. It's a 36. Possible error coming to Willie Mays. You never know what's going to happen. And Willie Mays, once again, it heads out to center field. Gets over there. Roberto Clemente drops the ball. He lost it in the sun. Drops the ball. Willie Mays heads out to second base, and he is on Roberto Clemente's second error of the game. Coming up to bat's Dusty Rhodes. There is one down. The Giants are going to go into a bunt mode. See if they can get at least one run across to get over the third to get the game going. Here's the pitch to Rhodes. It's a 62. And it's a foul strike. Try it again one more time, guys. No, bad throw by the kid. Here we go. It's a 13. And they walk Dusty Rhodes. Runners are on first and second. Bob Friend is getting tired. We are going to be bringing in a relief pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's see who we have for the Pirates for the relief corps. I believe Vern Law is the closer back then. Matter of fact, I think he or Elroy Face, 1 of the 2. The closer is Nellie King back then. Roy Face was not there yet. If they are up, let's see who we got. We got Elroy Face and Nellie King out there for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up to bat is Hank Thompson. He is a left-handed batter. And Nellie King will be coming in to pitch. He is our closer for the Pittsburgh Pirates, if you want to call him that, in 1956. So he really didn't have such things. So, coming in, Bob Friend pitched a brilliant 8 innings. Left 2 runners on base. They are his responsibility. Nellie King is the pitcher now of record. Or actually, he is in a save situation. Here is the pitch. It's a 32 to Hank Thompson. And an infield fly rule takes effect. It's popped out to the second baseman, Johnny O'Brien, and he makes the catch. Infield fly rule's in effect, so the batter stayed. Automatic out. It is 1 down. Coming up to bat is Darryl Spencer. Darryl Spencer, again, as I remind everybody, has the only run for the New York Giants. On a home run in the second inning. After that, the Giants, with the exception of Willie Mays, has been collared. Here is the pitch. It's a 15. And Spencer hits it out towards Freeze scarfs up. Couldn't get the play in time. Fires over to first base to Dale Long. Willie Mays takes third. Dusty Rhodes is on second. We have 2 down. In the bottom of the 9th inning, it has turned into a Clint Park special. It's on a 3-1 game here because the possibility exists that a home run could be hit and the Giants win. Here is the pitch to Gale Harris, who is 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. It's a 26. And Nellie King strikes up Harris. The game is over. Pirates win 3-1. A very, very exciting, well-pitched game by both teams. Poor fielding by both teams hurt them both. Nelly King will get the save, and the game is over on a wonderful, wonderful game. Give me a sec. We would come up with the statistics. Hold on. On the 17th in 1956. Nelly King gets the save, and that's about it. Wendy McCall does not get hit for the blown save. Okay. We'll start with the pitching first. Bob Friend for the Pittsburgh Pirates pitched 8 innings, had those 2 runners at bay, gave up 1 earned run only, struck out 2, walked 1, gave up the home run to Darrell Spencer of the Giants, and pitched brilliantly. Nelly King came in for the save, faced the 3 batters, and knocked them all out, including a strikeout. Johnny Antonelli in a very, very hard, tough loss. Gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 of which were earned. Walked 1, struck out 5, did give up the home run to Frank Thomas, but it was a single job in the 8th inning. And Wendy McCall came in, he struck out 1 in his 1 inning alone. Johnny Antonelli takes the loss in a very, very tough loss for the Giants. Bob Friend in a brilliant pitching effort wins 1-0. Only multiple hitter in the entire game was Gene Freese. He went 2 for 4. Doubles were hit by Roberto Clemente, Bobby Del Greco for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and a home run was hit by Frank Thomas. Dale Long was involved in 12 putouts for our defensive man of the game. Danny Kravitz had 5 of his own. For the New York Giants, there was nobody who had multiple hits. Willie Mays had a double. Darrell Spencer had the lone home run. Gil Harris and Wes Wester were pretty good up there. They competed. Were the defensive gems for the Giants. However, Bobby Del Greco, I'll take that back. It was Roberto Clemente. I lied. Bobby Del Greco had 2 errors for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He had one that he dropped the ball. Second one got out of it. It got into the sun. He ended up dropping that one too. Willie Mays ended up on base both times. Johnny O'Brien had his error. For the New York Giants, it was Alvin Dark who had 2. Darrell Spencer had an error. And that pretty much sums it up. I'm going to save this into another file as I like to do this. Oh, I got it right. Look at how clean that is. Oh, I got it right. I'm going to keep this. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see my notepads or not. But they give me stories that are even better than what I can give you guys. And I try to use these if I can. I do submit it into the Delphi Forum and National Pastime if anybody wants to see them. I submit them when I feel like it. This one is deserving of being submitted, but it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to call it quits. And that also ends the 17th of April. I will be finishing up the 18th later on as we go along here. And then I will go back and we will start playing again. But for everybody, it is 3-1. The standings for the first day of the season. The only teams that haven't played is Chicago and Cleveland. They will play on the 18th. Boston is leading. Boston, Detroit, New York by their victories. The scores as we've got to play here. And let me set this up one more time. Hold on here. Okay, let me put that over there. Like I said, it does clean out the game. And we'll have 3 on the 18th, including the Orioles, the Red Sox, Yankees, and the Senators, and the Pirates and the Giants. We'll have there. If I broadcast, I will try to get up as best I can. I'm not going to guarantee anything. I have a very, very sick cat, guys. I'm sorry to say. Honey Bunny thinks that when she got him, he was 2 years old, but now she's beginning to think he was older than that. He's who I call my pal. He was the first cat that hooked up with me when I first met Regina. She had a female cat named Muffy who died a few years ago. But Muffy was Regina's little girl, but Daddy got to give her noogies. And in replace, I have who I call Sasha the Terrorist. It's my female, Little Boo, my Maine Coon. Once I get a cam, I will start showing pictures of her, I hope. So we have 3 other cats, but it's always sad to miss one because they become family. So if everything's okay, I will broadcast tomorrow. If I don't feel like broadcasting, but I do feel like showing you guys the games, you're going to get silent games. And you guys will have to read them because it only takes me 15 minutes to do a game without having to talk. Anyway, for the opening day in 1956, here are the scores. Just as a wrap-up, Boston Red Sox, Frank Sullivan beat Bill White of the Baltimore Orioles 6-2. And if I double up like this, I can come up with them. There we go. Actually, we'll do even better than that. No. Go back to there. Go to my box scores. 1956. And... What? Oh, never mind. National pastime. Text files. There we go. Alright, what's going on? Oh, that's why. Never mind. Cancel. Okay. Go to here. There we go. Okay. And I'll move these into where they belong. Alright, so quick synopsis on the day, April 17th, 1956. Okay. Orioles and the Red Sox, as I said, was a 6-2 game. Frank Sullivan did beat Bill White. Frank Sullivan threw a complete game, gave up 2 runs. Triples were hit by Sammy White, 2 doubles by Ted Williams. Don Budden had the lone error. Sox put 5 runs across in the 6th inning to put the game away. Ted Williams had them both, and the Don Budden and Sam White had the RBIs for 2. Ted Williams only had 1 in his game. For the Orioles, Gus Trianos hit the lone home run for the Orioles, a 2-run shot in the top of the 1st inning. It was not looking good for the Red Sox at Fenway Park at the time. Orioles left 3 on base, so they did not take advantage of their hitters. Sox had left 6. And a brilliantly played game by the Red Sox. Ended up being 6-2 Boston. The Kansas City Athletics beat the Detroit Tigers beat the Kansas City Athletics 1-0 in their opening day game. And wasn't errors. The Tigers had the lone error. Double plays killed the Kansas City Ball Club. They had 2. The Kansas City Athletics got 3 Detroit Tiger ground double plays. It was an unearned run. It was an RBI error count. We had one error for the Tigers. Chick King had the lone RBI, who scored Ray Boone. Ray Boone did ground into a double play, and Chick King had the game-winning RBI to 1-0 game. Frank, brilliantly game pitched by both teams. Alex Kennedy gave up 1 run on 5 hits. He walked 2, struck out 2. He was pulled for a pinch hitter as they were needing as they're getting into the 8th inning. Tom Gorman pitched a brilliant inning for the A's. Frank Larry came in, struck out 5, walked 1, and a complete game shutout. Brilliantly pitched game by Frank Larry of the Detroit Tigers. The New York Yankees beat the Washington Senators 4-2. And now let me bring up this one here real quick. Come on, double up. There you go. And Don Larson pitched a complete game, gave up 2 runs, struck out 5. Camilo Pasquale had 7 strikeouts for the losing Senators, but he, as he was giving up his 4th run. Jerry Lumpy had 3 RBIs as the shortstop. He went 2 for 4 for the Yankees. Hank Bauer hit the lone home run. Did that in the 5th inning, I believe, for the lone home run for the New York Yankees. Washington Senators were led by Carl Olson, the center fielder, who went 2 for 4, had the lone RBI. And the only double was hit by Pete Reynolds. And that is that game. Robin Roberts beat the Dodgers 4-3. Robin Roberts came in, pitched a brilliant game for the Philadelphia Phillies. It got tight at the back end. They got very tight at the back end, as the Dodgers were threatening in the 9th inning, as you can tell here. Actually, they were. I take that back. They were not. Got flown up, but Roberts grounded up. But they brought in. Roberts actually hit a D rating, so we brought in the pitcher. I believe we did, unless he pitched a complete game. I'll look at that. I take that back. He did come in and pitch a complete game. Gave up 3 runs. Don Newcomb struck out 7, gave up 4 runs. 2 of them were earned. 3 Dodger errors killed him, including 2 by Carl Furillo in right field and Gil Hodges over at first base. 2 home runs were hit back-to-backs by Duke Snyder and Roy Campanella for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Stan Lopata hit the home run for the Philadelphia Phillies. A one-run shot. But it was Philadelphia 4 and the Los Angeles Dodgers 3. The next game that was played, I had was with the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. A very exciting game. Come on. There we go. A very exciting game that was played. As the Reds were down 3-0, put 6 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning, including a home run by Jablonski, a home run by Bell, a double by Wally Post. Pretty much settled it out as Ruxell was being taken out of the game, as they need a pinch hitter to see what they can do. A very well played game, unfortunately, but for the Cardinals. But this is what happened. One of the better games played out here, and as I said, it was a 6-3. They put 6 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Vinegar Ben Milzel came in 7 innings pitched. Did I save this game? I thought I did. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Let me save it again. Oh, I already saved. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right. No. All right. Cancel that. Okay. Anyway, Ellis Kinder, who came in, pitched the 8th inning, gave up the final 3 runs. It was a 3-3 tie, so he got hung with the loss. Those were all his batters who gave him up. Let me take a look, make sure that is true. Actually, it is. He did get hung with the loss because the game set that up. Herschel Freeman came in and pitched the 9th inning for the save, as there always was potential there. Johnny Temple did well. Again, Gus Bell, Ray Jablonski hit the home runs. Roy McMillan had 2 for 3. George Crowe helped pinch hit in the 8th inning, got the ball rolling. Stan Musial went 3 for 4 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. He's responsible for all 3 of the Cardinal runs for this game. It wasn't enough. Stan Musial went that way. Wally Moon had the putouts for 11, did a wonderful job. And Red Shandy's had 5 assists in this game, so did Johnny Temple. And that's the Cardinals and the Reds game. The game that I just played, just for you guys, just for I decided to broadcast, is the Milwaukee Braves and Chicago Cubs. It went 11 innings. They both scored runs in the 10th, scored 2 in the 11th. Joe Adcock of the Milwaukee Braves was the hero. He hit a home run in the 9th inning to tie the game, and hit the 2-run shot in the 11th to win the game. And he had a 3rd home run in this game. Come on, get up there. There we go. Bob Rush and Lou Purdue both pitched 9-inning games. They may get credit for the complete game. They should, if it's 9 innings. Bob Rush gave up 4 runs. 3 of them were earned. Struck out 2, walked 2, gave up 2 home runs, both to Joe Adcock. Joe Adcock hit one in the 5th and hit one in the 9th off Bob Rush. Johnny Briggs came in, gave up 3 runs. 2 of them were earned, but he gave up the run in the 10th inning. I was going to replace him in the 11th, but the Cubs came back, and took the lead in the top of the 11th inning. And John Briggs came in and go for one up to Joe Adcock for his 3rd home run of the game. Walked 1. Lou Purdue came in, pitched 9 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 earned. There was an error by the Braves. By Del Crandall, the catcher, struck out 2. Lou Slater will get the victory for this one, though. Gave up 2 earned runs. Won the 10th, won the 11th. It was a very tight game. But everybody hang on there. Bobby Thompson, who is the Bobby Thompson for the New York Giants, is now playing left field for the Milwaukee Braves. Went 3 for 4. Joe Adcock went 3 for 5. 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. Bobby Thompson had a triple. Eddie Matthews had a double. For the Chicago Cubs, Mr. Cubs went 3 for 5, had 2 doubles, scored 2 runs. Bob Rush, in his own help in the 2nd inning, hit a two-run single to help bring the Cubs up to 3-0. They were up 4-0 and lost it. And that is all the games for the 17th. I thank everybody very much. I'm hoping that anybody who sees this enjoys the game. And if you do, please do make comments. I do appreciate them. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and I hope to be on Sunday night.